Bill 85 has condensed almost 1,000 pages of labor legislation to under 200 pages of labor legislation. The 800 missing pages are almost all takeaways and a reduction in rights for all workers.
We're taking labor law that was put in place years ago by the founding members of this province, and we're regressing. We're going backwards. We're taking away progress and replacing it with a hybrid form of what I don't have a clue it is.
I'm a single parent, actually an only parent, so having a son at home where I may not have 2 consecutive days off a week would really impact my family life and being able to participate in my son's life and activities. And again, not having 2 consecutive days off every week as a weekend, I think would have a huge impact on people's social ability, their life outside of work.
I think the proposed labor law changes definitely put more of the power in the employer's hands and less in the employees, which is the employer's way of feeding the CEOs and the corporate bigwigs and those who already have all the money and taking more away from the general public who don't.
We need to protect the right of workers to decide if they want to join a union, and if they do, how they're going to be represented and how they're going to run their organizations.
I do not feel that the employer has the right to determine what union I'm a part of, nor do they have the right to determine what bargaining group I'm a member of. Because in the end, what it comes down to is I'm a member of SGEU.
My supervisors and myself, we are in the same union and the same bargaining unit. So this proposed Bill 85 will bring about a lot of fragmented bargaining unit, and we might lose certain rights of belonging to the union of our choice.
I think that the important rights that we need to protect in the workplace are safety. I work at a women's shelter, as I said, and working alone a lot of the time, even things like OH&S issues, if they're going to make us work longer hours with less breaks, we're already getting burnt out, and I think that regulated breaks is something that's super important in that kind of work.
As an employee, I like the fact that I have an 8-hour workday and that I do have my weekends off, and if it goes farther and those changes are made, then it's going to impact a lot of people.
When you're losing the power to bargain and the power to work collectively, the employer kind of has their free rein, and we're seeing that in a lot of private sectors that aren't unionized, where people aren't receiving their paychecks regularly, where people aren't getting their overtime pay, where people are being denied family time and weekends and an 8-hour workday or a substantial amount off between shifts. So I think being removed from SGEU is going to open the door for a lot of employers to abuse the employees, which is where I see us going.
If I wanted to be not be part of the union, I would apply for out-of-scope positions. I'm qualified, I can do the work. However, I like being within the union because of the work it does and because it's a choice I get to make, not the employer.
Well, Saskatchewan has a great history because we had the first Trade Union Act here, and we were always proud of our labor laws, that we were ahead of the rest of the country. And so we need to stop those kinds of changes in Saskatchewan so that we can also stop them in other parts of the country and at the federal level. It's important for workers here, but it's important for workers everywhere in this country as well.
We don't want to go backwards. We don't want to lose all of that. I think it's important for our children, for their futures. They need to have something to work towards, and if you take it all away, what future is there for them?